Today is still March 23rd, 2026. Like I said, we went down to Dutch Valley Restaurant today, Sugar Creek, Tuscarawas County. Um, I see people driving around. So I start talking to Carl and stuff and da 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 da. You can hear people talk around you, even in restaurants. And they piss the hell out of me. And they do it on purpose so I can't enjoy myself. But when we first got there was a white car, a white SUV, a girl there, laughing, mocking me. My car's bugged. Part of the Florida drug cartel. My dad is the one that told Agent John how to do everything. And even though it's illegal for him to tell her she can't say anything because he was bullying her into stuff, the judge went ahead and signed it and signed all the money over to us. No, he didn't. Who do you think you're fooling, bitch? Can't sign blackmail. Can't sign a federal crime. My dad talked to that judge and talked him into signing it. No, he didn't. You're a liar. Tell Agent John for everything he's done. Tell him we're going to get that meeting set up for him to meet him. Don't go, Agent John. It's a setup to be killed. It is. 100%. Last year, they were talking in Louisville before we moved out that they were going along with this because they want some meeting with somebody. And then other people were outside talking. They go to that meeting. Any agent showing up, it's going to be a bloodbath. They're going to kill them all. I know that. Okay? I worked up in Akron, and their cleaning lady was a retired CI agent. Sniper form. For somebody who's retired, she still talks to them. Her family's big in the military. And that's something she knew about the Texas group. She talked to me and go outside and call someone. She said, Karen, you can tell you've been around the human traffickers, the way you stand, the way you talk, the way you act. Screams of mafia mama. Every time I talk to you. I said, well, they'd walk by, they'd bully me, how I stood, how I talked, how my hair looked. I was going through different things. She said, you better be careful, the special outfit comes out. I said, I heard about that. She said, it means you're sold. It's a code word. If they ever tell you you're gorgeous, that means I want to kill you. Well, they had a thing about meeting a king, too. Had to be perfect to meet him, and then you're never seen again. You die, basically. So Agent John, where they even told my house manager, Melissa, where they took her niece, they never got her back. They were tricking people to walk out of stores, groups of people, and they grabbed people. And it was the drug traders that were human trafficking people out of this area. They're tricking you to show up. Now, they already made a public fool out of you June 7th, 23. Called you a coward August 5th, 25. You show up that meeting, you will meet the King of Glory. And you'll have a meet Jesus moment. You'll never see your family again. That retired CIA agent said, that Texas group, all law enforcement's after them. They have killed agents. And they're all after him for that. So why would they want to meet you, Agent John? My God, don't show up. Why would they want to meet a federal agent? Even if on the plain thing that you thought you could scam and that you were corrupt, and so you could meet the head guy, why would they meet a Fed? Why would they ever trust you because you were a Fed? To get you alone, they'll kill you. It's a setup to be killed. Just like you want to date with one of the Kingsmen, you don't come back. You're lucky if you do. So why would they want to meet you? They've called you a fool and a coward. They have set you up to be arrested. Why would they want to meet you? To kill agents. Like they said in Louisville. We all know if any agent would show up to a meeting with those people, it'd be a bloodbath. Not one would make it out alive. You show up to a meeting with them, you're going to end up killed. Like they said, they wanted you to explain yourself for all those people going to jail. And what are they going to do to you for that? Lori's family member, they basically dismembered her as they killed her. These people sell women and children for sex slaves and to be murdered and for body parts. They're pure evil. Don't go. You won't come back. It's just a setup to kill you. There was some idiot down there. Now, I have already went through what was wrong with me before, right? Medical malpractice, medication errors. Do you know some idiot said, Agent John said no one can help her. A federal agent cannot tell anybody they can't help. Cannot withhold protection from any U.S. citizen in any jurisdiction. They cannot hold with protection in federal prison. If an agent tells the police or anybody else they can't help you, they go to jail. You go to jail for attempted murder. They can't withhold your money. They can't misdirect it where that girl's like, my dad had a judge explained it to him even though he was bullying her on the phone. To sign all the money over to us if she said something. Judge can't sign that. It's illegal to agent even try to take the money. It's extortion from the government. See what I mean? They're lying. Bruce Lewinsky, chief of the Portage County Sheriff's. Said there's groups of people running scams on people. They're imposters of law enforcement, federal agents. People are also being imposters of him, sending out emails, other law enforcement, trying to extort money out of people. They're pure scum doing it. Send out fake court orders. Like your fake court order to get my money. There's no such thing. But there's a real court order for them to pay me. It's fake. It's one of the scammers from up there. See, that's probably Dave's ex-girlfriend, Michelle. The one that admitted this whole thing was her family's dad to drug dealers. That they even admitted the human trafficked children. They're pure evil. Agent John, Don't show up at that meeting. Even last year in Louisville, people were outside talking. We all know if any agent shows up to a meeting with them, it'll be a bloodbath and no one will make it out alive. Because why would they want to meet you? They've called you a fool and a coward. Said they set you up to be arrested. So they get you alone. What are they going to do to you? They wanted you to explain yourself for the drug dealers going to jail. What are they going to do to you for those drug dealers? They're going to execute you. And if they offer to have you meet the king, you never are seen again. You don't need a meet Jesus moment. Got it? There was, and don't ever think I forgot you. Beginning of the case, there was an agent, well, a real one. I was always told he was a very good man. And Agent John was corrupt. Okay. And people would talk about Agent Will. I didn't forget about him. I don't mention him because Henry Maffei started telling everybody he was attorney Will and all this other stuff. And Karen's well, he is not my Will. He may be a rapist, but he's not my Will. And Agent Will, if you're still there, my God, is there not a good man left in this world? Is there not any honest law enforcement left? My pastor, Pastor Mike at Faith Family Church, he preached years ago. We need to pray. Amos 5:26. Let justice come down like water, and righteousness like a mighty stream. Some idiot in there now. How many times since 2018 did my community health tell the police and the FBI that everything that was wrong with me before was medication errors, medical malpractice, fraud, and they were ripping me off and almost killed me? It's documented fraud. Right. Officer Mark even documented in August of 23. Cops were even talking about it in December 31st, 23 in Altman Hospital. Some of their nurses even talked about those doctors defrauding me and all the medical malpractice. Today, some idiot said, Agent John said we're not allowed to help her because they're getting even with her for faking she was sick. Well, the only one ever called me a faker was Strange. Even the cops said that. They looked it up. The only one that ever called her a faker was Strange. Everybody else said it was the medication errors. Medical malpractice. Fraud. So and we're not allowed to help her. Since when? It's a federal crime for an agent to tell anybody they can't help anybody. Withhold protection. Tell the police or anybody else they can't help them. It's a federal crime of attempted murder. So why are you helping out with a federal crime? You can't tell people you can't help me. That's a lie. Got it? And I wasn't faking. It was medical malpractice, fraud, and medication errors. Do I need to go back down to Tuscarawas County now? I've already played the statements down there of what was wrong with me and how I got well. And like a lady investigators, we heard what was wrong with her with all that medical fraud. Nobody say a word. So where that guy said, oh, they got a doctor. I mean, I found out it's supposed to be Henry Maffei, Dave's girlfriend's dad, impersonating a doctor that I have never talked to in person. He's never met me in person. Scamming you? Ready to break the HIPAA violations? They'll give him immunity and he'll testify against her. No, he won't. They can't give him immunity. He's not my doctor. And it's a scam. And how stupid do you think I am? Oh, they're saying she's taking advantage of her husband. I've been married next week 1 year. Been with Carl come July 2 years. Been friends with him for 3 or 4. Well, who's saying I'm taking advantage of him? Who? Rick that told 4 people, maybe 5, that he was going to kill his father to steal his farm and steal everything he has? The guy that's threatening to kill him? Oh, the one that's dealing with Henry Mauvie, Dave's girlfriend's dad, that's offered to steal everything for him? That's dealing with the Florida drug cartel, Judge Peters Group. Huh? Or let's see, his second wife's kids that are Brenda and Jim's kids, not Carl's, never was, or either completely grown or teenagers when he met them. He married their mother, his second wife's husband, not even ever his. They had a real father the rest of their life until a few years ago when he passed. This my daddy thing is a scam to steal. They've already admitted to almost beating Carl to death when angry, sexually assaulting him even in front of the cops September 10th, 25. Gave him thrush, that Deb. And that his ex-wife, his late wife, Brenda, used to have her kids beat on him every time that she got mad at him. Her own kids beat on him. Got canceled checks of over 60 grand they never paid back. Admitted in front of the cops and the feds they stole enough money to buy a house and they blew it. The people that were using him as an ATM and abusing him, the people that said he didn't even need a pair of decent shoes or decent clothes, and he didn't need healthy food, didn't need nothing. Those people that he didn't even deserve decent shoes or clothing or healthy food, that made him subhuman, that they could just beat on and rob. Those people, because I won't let him rob him and I won't let him harm him. Saying that I'm taking advantage? You know what? His whole closet is full of clothes. Who bought them? I did. He didn't have decent clothes. Had rags. He didn't even have decent socks. They had holes. His shoes were in rags. Didn't have a winter coat. I had to pay for all that. So, where are we going to go with this, sweetie? Because I won't let him kill him? Too bad. Because like they said, when Rick gets a hold of him, he's planning on killing him. Even told Desi and her friend, even witnessed Rick on the phone, telling some guy when he gets a hold of his dad, he's going to kill him. He told Audrey he didn't know how, but he was going to kill me and Carl. Because he wanted that land and he wanted money. You mean that asshole? Or the people that said that they would get our marriage annulled and they'd steal everything from Carl. They're not even his children. They already robbed him blind and beat on him, sexually assaulted him. Those people. Because I won't let him harm him. They're the only ones claiming that. Because they can't rob him anymore and they can't beat on him and they can't destroy him. He's 80 years old. He deserves to live his life in peace around people that love him and feel safe. He told me he waited his whole life to meet me. I've never met anybody like you, Karen. And he told a lady today at the restaurant that I was his angel. He's told a lot of people that. Now, do I want to hear your fucking shit again? Especially when Officer Mark documented in the case in August of 23 is documented medical malpractice. It's documented medication errors. Cops, the doctors were lying. They were defrauding her. They were ripping her off. It was medication errors. My community health told them that in 18. So who called, like they said in 23? We looked it up. The only one that ever called her a faker was strange. So where they say they have a doctor ready to witness that she was faking, oh, they'll give him immunity. Don't lie to me. They can't give him immunity. And that doctor is supposed to be Dave's girlfriend's dad, Henry Moffey, the will guy. Dave hired on his own. His girlfriend's dad. That admitted he never met me in person. The big fraudster? The guy that threatened to have my husband kidnapped out of my home in Summit Mall? That he'd have his family come remove him by force. Don't threaten to kidnap my husband. And let his family come in and rob anything they want out of my apartment. Don't threaten to rob me. The one that minute they incited Rick to threaten Carl's life and try to steal his farm. The ones that already said they wanted that farm for themselves. And they're mad they didn't get it. It's Judge Peters' group. The ones they were in debt to. You know what? I have seen the guy that looks like the guy that tortured me from the Florida drug cartel that impersonates a federal agent in Carrollton and Magnolia on East Canton on Route 800. I have seen the original Riff Raff Florida drug cartel in Carrollton and in Tuscarawas County. Judge Peters' group. Up in Fairlawn, there's Henry Moffey and the Texas group. You want them there, they are. You ought to check Medina, too. A lot of rich people to scam up there. Now, Agent John, people were talking about a year ago that they were trying to set up a meeting with someone. And other people are like, no, Agent, better go to that meeting. They kill agents, and it'll be a bloodbath. It'll be a setup for them to kill them. Huh? And that girl saying that they were going to let you come to that meeting to meet that person, they've already called you a fool, a coward, and they want you to answer to them for those drug dealers being arrested. What are they going to do to you for those drug dealers being arrested? They're going to kill you. You won't make it out of there alive. Do not go. You're not actually going to meet someone. Why would they let a federal agent meet them? One that's arrested drug dealers. Huh? One that they want to answer to them. Huh? You're not going to actually meet someone. It's like where they told Melissa. Groups of people tricking people to leave stores for other people to grab them outside to sell them. And it's the drug traders and human trafficking people to trick them so they can grab them. It's a trick to kill you. Do not go. There's not going to be anybody there but people to kill you. Agent Will. Not the fake Agent Will. Not Henry Moffey pretending to be somebody. The good Agent Will they talked about. I didn't forget you. Where people talk of you being a really good man. Are you? Are you a good man? Is there not a good man out there? Is there not any good law enforcement that are honest and good and obey the law and uphold it and protect people from scammers? Are you still there? Officer John, Officer Mark, are you still there? This needs to end. And Crazy Agent John, where they always said you were corrupt. I hope it's a lie and a scam, but even if you're corrupt, you don't need to die. And like they kill people. Lori's family member, they laughed in her face, they cut her in pieces. Don't go. Do you hear me? Don't go. It's just a setup. They already admitted they set you up to be arrested. They want you to answer to them. Any meeting will, like they said, it'll be a bloodbath. They said it last year. And no agent would make it out alive. Because why would they meet you? They wouldn't. But the original Florida drug cartel is in Tuscarawas County. They are in Carroll County. Okay. I have seen them. And the original is from the case. Henry Mafia is in Fairlawn and the Texas group. I've seen some guy with a Texas plate pull it. I've seen him before. He was talking to some lady. They said the Texas group is up here and the Muslims. They still got people around her. I know they do. You know, Rick has told Carl he was going to kill him. He was going to kill me. He told Audrey he was going to kill his father and me. He told Desi and her friend witnessed Rick on the phone saying he was going to kill his father when he gets a hold of him, calling somebody else, and that he was going to have him killed. I told Carl I'll protect him as best as I can, and I will turn this in as many times as I can. And not to be afraid, not to let him get in your head, just be aware of your surrounding. Don't live your life in fear. He's 80 years old. He served the army as a tank driver in Korea. Got exposed to Agent Orange. He's got health problems. He's a sweet, kind man that deserves to live the rest of his life without fear and around people that love him. He told me today, he said, I got a new family that loves me and that would never hurt me. I'm going to upload this. I want law enforcement to think of this. Is there not a good, honest law enforcement in this area? Is there not a good officer? Is there not a good man that a scammer? You will not fall for a scam of a scammer and someone telling somebody to break the law and let people be harmed and not do their sworn duty. Is there not good in this area? Everybody that listens to me, turn them in. It's Katie's family, her mom's niece, Michelle, her dad, Henry Maffey, her aunt Anita, Pam Strange's niece, and where they said they were in debt, that family that was in debt to drug dealers, the Florida drug dealers come calling. They ran a con off a small little tiny case of the Retina Temple case. Came some in from Texas. Then it blew up into California. Well, California was already here. Buffalo, New York, and Michigan. Like they said, she was part of a really big bust. They're trying to get your case thrown out against the drug cartel, Agent John. They've already been trying to get you arrested. Do not ever show up to any meeting. It's just a scam to kill you. They kill agents. And they hold you responsible for their people in jail. Remember? I pray for you, Agent John. I pray for you and pray for you. Agent Mo, if you're still there, where everybody talks how good you are. Officer John, Officer Mark, you always have my back. This needs to end. And those drug dealers need to stay in jail. And you make sure no agent shows up to no meeting to meet anybody big. It's just a setup. Do you understand? Nobody big's gonna be there. Just like when you walk outside of a place, they just grab you. And then you're not seen of again. I'm gonna upload this.